Hi guys, I've got myself a new wizard, so let's have a see what happened to Timothy and what I've chosen for my new wizard. Right then, here they are. So you'll be familiar with, if you watch many of my videos, you'll be familiar with Timothy, who is my Thaumaturge, and Michael, who is his apprentice. Oh, sorry, knocking the camera. And you'll also be familiar with Daisy, who was the captain. Now, Daisy has been nothing but problems since I bought her. She's passed out and lost all of her equipment on one game. She's managed to kill, I think, maybe one other soldier out of about 6 different games, maybe. And in the last game, her and about 4 or 5 of her soldiers died. Now, and for me, to be honest, that was the last straw, to be honest. I'm going to keep the character sheet, the warband sheet, but I'm getting really frustrated with my Thaumaturge, who is Tim. So he is going out the window for a minute, and on the scene comes Giles. Now, Giles is a sigilist. This model here is a Bones. I think he's supposed to be an evil priest. I took away. There was a big scythe attached to this end of his staff, and there were bones at the end of the scroll that he's holding, and then there were also a couple of skulls on his chest there. So basically what I've done is I've taken all those off with a hobby knife and some careful carving, and yeah, we're left with Giles, this awesome scroll. I love this model. It's got this awesome dynamic pose to it. And yeah, he looks scruffy, he looks worn. I'm really digging this model. Now, he's a sigilist, and here is his apprentice. This is Xander, the flamboyant. As you can see, he's announcing himself to everyone in the city. I love it. That pose is just something really special. So, yeah, so that's Xander, the apprentice. Now, I've had a few games last weekend with this fella as my new wizard, and managed to get him to, I think it was level 10. It progressed really fast. Now, if you consider I had maybe 3 games with him, got him to level 10. This fella, I think he had maybe 6 or 7 games, and he'd only got to level 10. So that just shows you how much bad luck and how difficult I found it to play with Timothy. Now, the reason I've made the change is because I found that the spells I was using just weren't cutting it, to be honest. Now, a D20 is quite a swingy system, which is what Frostgrave uses. And even though I was basically buffing all of my soldiers to have +2 attack and +2 shield in a lot of instances, which is basically what Timothy used to do. He was what we class as a buffing wizard. I just could not, for the love of me, kill anything. So, whether that was luck or the fact that it was my wizard and the badly chosen spells, I don't know. He had leap and a few other things as well. He basically didn't have anything which could mess with my opponent. Now, Giles is different. Giles has got he's got the same ability to produce me extra treasure, so I kept that. And he's also got the ability to push my opponents off buildings and away from me, which is really handy in things like the Hunt for the Golem campaign, which is what we played. I was able to push the Golem onto my opponent's side of the table for them to deal with. It was awesome. So he's got push, which allows me to do that. He's also got invisibility, which means that I can basically make my soldiers invisible, send them out into the city, and only when they pick up the treasure do they become visible again. So I get a bit of leeway on having guys wander around the city, and I've just found it much easier to play with him. I still haven't gone for an offensive character, although he does have the spell grenade, which is really handy for taking people out. I found managed to kill a wizard and a soldier in the same explosion. That was awesome. But on the whole, he's just a messing about with my opponent's stuff type and making myself invisible. And that seems to be working out really, really well. So, yeah, I'm going to be using these guys going forwards. And I'm really enjoying them. Okay. Right, I think that's all I wanted to cover. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. It was something yes, that's it. I was trying to think then what I wanted to tell you guys. If you haven't seen my video from earlier this week, I'm doing a competition where you can win the extra stuff from the Forgotten Pacts Kickstarter, or Nickstarter rather. So you can get the werewolf, and the 3 pieces of treasure that came with it, and the Wizard and Apprentice as well. So I'm giving those away in a competition, so head on over to my last video. I'll put a link up there, I reckon, and down in the description as well, for your chance to win those goodies. Right then, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Right, stay well guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.